Okay, now I'm going to show you a tool that I had made for myself that kind of helps with figuring out what types of keywords are worth going after and what aren't. So, if you remember from my last video, we kind of went over the Google keyword tool, and I believe we were messing around with like network marketing leads. All right, so we're going to be in phrase match again. Now, the way I roughly do um, keyword research is I'll take the word and I'll see how many searches it has, and then I used to go into Google and put it in quotes if I was doing phrase match, or brackets if I was doing exact match or whatever, and I would look at this number right here, and it says about 295,000 results. Now that's not like a super accurate number, but again, with everything with SEO and keywords, it's kind of like guidelines, I guess you could say, as far as um, like how easy is this going to be to try to rank on the first page for. Okay, so if you find a word, let's say you find something, multi-level marketing leads, it's 110, searched 110 times, or let's do this one, 50, free network marketing lead. Let's see how many competitors that does. Free network. All right, so that's got 1 million competitors, roughly. Okay, roughly. Um, and it's only got 58 searches, so that probably isn't going to be worth my time. Okay. But if you can imagine doing this on a large scale, you would have to sit here and either copy and paste into the browser, or actually just like look and then type it in like I just did a couple times. If you're doing this 100 times, it gets very unfun and it sucks. So I had a tool made that basically will do this for you. Okay. Now, before I show you the tool, let me let me explain to you kind of what we need to do on the Google AdWords tool, the keyword tool, to get this little piece of software to work the way that you want it to work. Okay, so there's two things that you really need to make sure you do to get the data that you're looking for from the software. So, all right. So the first thing you need to do is remember from the video I just did a little bit ago about match types. Okay. Now, what this bot is going to do is it's going to go and Google um, the each keyword just like you would do normally. So if it's if it's exact match, you would do this, or whatever network marketing exact match, phrase, or just regular broad. Okay, so you're going to get different numbers based on what type of search, how you put the keyword into the search bar. Okay, so and that is all predicated on what box you check. If you check all of them, it will do the same word 3 times in each match type. Um, it will just pull whatever you tell it to pull here. Okay, so I'm gonna do phrase like normal, and so let's say I'm gonna I'll pick 5. Okay, so let's say these are the 5 keywords I'm interested in. Okay, in phrase match. Then we would go to download like we normally would do, and in this case we would go to download the ones I selected, the 5 I selected. And if you remember in the last video, I said most people use is CSV for Excel. This is the second thing that's important to remember. We're actually going to download it as an XML file, which you don't really need to know what an XML file is. It's just like nerd code stuff. But that's so check the ones you want. Make sure you have the right match type. Download XML file. Save to wherever you want it to be. I just saved it to my desktop. Okay, X out of that, dismiss. Okay, and then you're done. Alright, so now what we're going to do is we're going to go over to the trusty keyword tool here. And this is really like completely idiot proof, like not complicated at all. Okay, this is it. This is the whole keyword tool. This is the whole keyword tool. All right. Basically, what you're gonna do is you never have to worry about this tab right here unless you stop the process midway through. But you do not have to ever worry about this tab. The only thing you need to worry about is it says main bot. Okay. And I'll explain to you. So this is where we're going to upload our XML file. Okay, you're just going to hit browse like normal, navigate to wherever it was that you saved the keywords. Okay, so now the XML file is loaded. Proxy is if you start doing like a lot of searches on Google in a short period of time, Google will temporarily ban your IP address, which is sort of a drag. So I put in an ability to put in, if you have paid proxies or even free proxies, I suppose, you're able to just paste in a proxy with, keep in mind the standard formatting. This isn't anything different. If you know what proxies are, then this is pretty self-explanatory. Make sure it's IP colon and port, and paste it in there. If you need to know what proxies are, what the heck I'm talking about, email me, and I would be more than happy to explain it to you. So, all right. So for now, we're going to leave it blank because we only checked 5 things, and that's not going to set off any alarms at Google. So we found our keyword tool, or I'm sorry, we found our keyword XML file. Okay, here, and then this is all you do. You hit the play button. It's going to pick up your IP address. It's going to do this little XML jibber jabber thing right here. And then it's going to go and it's going to search each one of these 5 words in quotes, because remember when we downloaded it from the keyword tool, we had it as phrase match, so it's going to search as phrase match. And it's going to go to each one of these. And I don't know why it's going so slow, but it's going to each one of these, and it will pull back the search data and the competition data. There we go. And it's going to put it into a nice little spreadsheet. So I'm just going to pause this real quick until it's done, and then we'll continue. Okay, so 5 of 5 is how you can make sure you're done. It could be, 100 out of 100 or whatever. I wouldn't really, when you're in the keyword tool, just side note, I wouldn't download more than like 100 or so keywords per XML file if you are not using proxies. Somewhere around that range is kind of where you start to get pinged temporarily with your IP address. So whatever that number, however many there are, 5 of 5, 20 of 20, whatever. Okay, so we're done. Now, this is important because a couple people I have given this to use on my team this was something I never thought of. Wherever you have the little bot saved on your computer, C drive, desktop, wherever, that's where the spreadsheet's going to be saved to. When it's actually a CSV file, but when it's done. Okay, so, and even myself, I was like, where the heck did it go? I just did this whole keyword list and I have no idea where the spreadsheet is. So it is going to be wherever you save the bot. Okay, so now let's open up the report here, and we're going to see here that, and then I always just get rid of local search. I don't know why it puts it in there, but okay, so here are the keywords. Here's the search volume from the keyword tool. Here are the Google results, meaning how many results were there after Googling it, in this case in phrase match. Cost per click we didn't do, but it just comes through. And competition, again, if you remember from my last video, it's based on a scale of 0 to, or 0.00 to 1. Now, and then you can do whatever you want. Like, I format it, do put some commas in there and stuff like that, just so I can see a little bit better. And then you can sort and do all that great stuff you could do in Excel. But one thing too is whatever columns you have selected when you're doing your search will be pulled over into the CSV file, just so you know. So this is like basically the basic layout. If you have all the other columns picked out, they'll be here as well. Okay, and it's like I said, this isn't an exact science, and it doesn't replace tools like Market Samurai or even like SE Nuke's keyword tool or SE Cockpit, which is awesome, but it's a kind of a middle tier monthly fee. But this will kind of give you a good, if you're just starting out, or you need something that will just give you a quick idea. If you want to get into a new sub niche of keywords and you just kind of want to get a lay of the land, when you get this down, it's awesome, because like you just go and bang out words. Like a lot of times, like I'll just put in a couple very generic, well, not generic, but generic to the niche, broad type keywords. Let the keyword tool rip, grab 800 of them, throw some proxies on this sucker, and just let it go, and then minimize it into my tray, and then I go and work on other stuff. And then like an hour later, I'll go and look and see if it's done, and then I go look at the spreadsheet. Okay, so you can quickly rip out like huge keyword lists. And then if you want to, and also what I've been doing, because I just started to use SE Cockpit on the high recommendation of the Tammer, LT Lawrence Tam. I am plugging these keywords in after I do my preliminary work here. I'll go ahead and I'll plug them in to SE Cockpit, or even you could do Market Samurai or whatever, and get that data as well, and then just really paint yourself a 360-degree view of a keyword to see if it's something that you would like to go after. So I am most likely going to give the download link to the software either under this video or somewhere, but you'll have access to it. But hopefully this is just a cool little tool that you're able to use, and hopefully I helped you further your online business by giving you a free tool that hopefully will kind of make you more productive and speed up some of the more mundane tasks of doing SEO. All right, see ya.